Hey everybody, welcome back to another dicondissectional production hosted by Deathstroke9. Today we're going to be reacting to another song by Jackson Browne because I really liked the first one that we listened to. It was very emotional, very powerful, and a lot of people told me there was a lot of suggestions on that video, so yeah, this was one of the most requested. It's called Doctor My Eyes. Yeah, the name actually sounds kind of familiar. I'm not sure what I'm thinking of, though. Is it possible that this could have been on, I don't know, maybe I saw the name on the radio at some point, or maybe they, played this on the Muppet Show or something like that? I have no idea, but, yeah. Today we're going to be checking out Jackson Browne, Doctor My Eyes. I'm pretty sure I haven't heard it before. If I recognize it, I'll let you know. And as always, we're going to be going over the lyrics and just enjoying some great music. So if that sounds interesting, feel free to stick around. Thank you for joining me. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, Doctor My Eyes. Alrighty.
Doctor, my eyes have seen the years and the slow parade of fears without crying. Now I want to understand.
I'm so sorry. I want to start it over again, actually. That beginning piano right there reminded me a little bit of Mr. Blue Sky by ELO. Anyway, yeah, no, that sounds familiar, but I really like it so far. Makes me feel kind of happy. I like it. The bass fill was really cool too. Anyway, all right, let's go. Sorry to talk. It's fun driving build up here.
Doctor, my eyes have seen the years and the slow parade of fears without crying. Now I want to understand. I have done all that I could to see the evil and the good without hiding. You must help me if you can. Doctor, my eyes, tell me what is wrong. Was I unwise to leave them open for so long?
That was awesome.
As I have wandered through this world, and as each moment has unfurled, I've been waiting to awaken from these dreams. People go just where they will. I never noticed them until I got this feeling that it's later than it seems. Doctor, my eyes, tell me what you see. I hear their cries. Just say if it's too late for me.
Holy cow. This song's awesome. I love it. Turn it up. Let's go.
Doctor, my eyes, they cannot see the sky. Is this the price for having learned how not to cry?
song was great. I was gonna say it was too short, but it actually felt like it was around the right length. It's sad that he only has 80,000 subscribers on YouTube. Obviously, that's not like a measure of anyone's success or anything. I'm just saying, compared to some other artists, that's very small. So actually, yeah, as always, the link to the original video is down below in the description. If you like Jackson Browne stuff, subscribe to his YouTube channel. All right. So, thank you so much for joining me. I really liked it. You could like dance to it. It was fun. It was a fun song. Let's take a look at the lyrics though, because they sounded a little let's see. They sounded interesting. So Jackson Browne's Doctor My Eyes appears on his debut album, Saturate Before Using. The song is a first-person monologue about a world-weary man who's seen too much and doesn't want the pain anymore. Doctor, my eyes have seen the years and the slow parade of fears without crying. Now I want to understand. I have done all that I could to see the evil and the good without hiding. You must help me if you can. Doctor, my eyes, tell me what is wrong. Was I unwise to leave them open for so long? 'Cause I have wandered through this world, and as each moment has unfurled, I've been waiting to awaken from these dreams. People go just where they will. I never noticed them until I got this feeling that it's later than it seems. Doctor, my eyes, tell me what you see. I hear their cries. Just say if it's too late for me. Doctor, my eyes cannot see the sky. Is this the prize for having learned how not to cry? Yeah, wow. All right. So my initial interpretation of this is, yeah, so a world-weary person. Yeah. The world can feel like it ages you quickly sometimes. And, you know, after years and years and years of witnessing the pain and the struggle of life, but also things that are even beyond normal pain and struggle, things that are way worse, the slow parade of fears, and the eyes. So the song actually, that's interesting. The song seems to have multiple meanings. So first of all, he's going to the doctor saying, should I just close my eyes? Really? But he's also asking, why can't I cry anymore? The slow parade of fears without crying, okay? Now, at the end of the song, he says, is this the prize for having learned how not to cry? He's been desensitized, as it will. Or as you will, I don't know. as it seems, he has been completely desensitized, and because of that, he's lost empathy almost, and kind of shut himself off from emotion. He wants to understand, and he's like, I did everything I could to try to stop things, and to face this world head on and take it for all it was worth, to see the evil and the good without hiding, right? I didn't want to hide in the shadows. I didn't want to be afraid. I wanted to stand up for what I believed in, and I wanted to understand the evil. So that's like being a realist, I guess. You're not a pessimist or an optimist. You see both the evil and the good, and you face it, right? And then he's like, Doctor, you must help me if you can. Tell me what was wrong. Tell me, was I unwise to leave them open for so long? He understands that he was, obviously. Yeah. It's actually an interesting paradox between being, the saying ignorance is bliss, right? So either you're willfully ignorant, and a lot of times people who are willfully ignorant are happier, or you seek out all the knowledge you can, and reality is often pretty harsh. Yeah. And if you keep searching for all the bad stuff so that you understand the depth of all the bad stuff, so that you don't have any unrealistic expectations of the world, eventually your expectations are going to be on the ground, or you just won't even care about them anymore. Anyway, because I've wandered through this world, each moment has unfurled. So he's like a wanderer, he's a traveler, kind of cataloging what he sees. And he's almost thinking, he's looking around and thinking to himself, this can't even be real. This must be like a dream to himself. People just go where they will. I never noticed until I got this feeling, and suddenly it seems like we're closer to the end than we realize. It's later than it seems to be. Doctor, my eyes, tell me what you see. I hear their cries. Just say if it's too late for me. He feels like he's lost the goodness in himself almost. So the protagonist begins by generally describing the problems in the world, racism, bigotry, social elitism that's surrounding him. He says he wants to know why there's so much evil in the world. He's tried to fight the prejudices in the world when he has seen them, but has never questioned why they exist. Because of this, he sees good and evil as you would see black and white, and has failed to see how sometimes... okay. Yeah. As always, a lot of times these comments are very helpful. I've been saying this a lot lately. And other times they're just a thoughtful speculation, I guess you could say. Some of my favorite comments are ones that have what the artist said about it, because that's the closest to the truest interpretation you're going to get. Although, as I always say to myself, art can be interpreted however you need it to be. The artist has their own interpretation, and a lot of times it's cathartic for them to make music about what they know, and then someone else might hear it and they might take it to mean something totally different, and it might help them through whatever they're going through in their life, and they might relate it to themselves in that way. So it all doesn't have to make perfect sense. Anyway, yep, this exact thing, ignorance is bliss. There you go. Then he feels that many of the things that he has seen happen in the world are so unbelievable that they couldn't only happen in a dream, and he is frustrated that he's not waking up to realize that these nightmares were only in his head. People do as they please, usually out of self-interest. The protagonist has realized that the majority of people will do what is best for them, even if it hurts other people. He feels that humanity should have gotten past the problems of the late 60s and early 70s long ago, realizing that everyone is the same on the inside and we shouldn't trample over others just to get ahead. Problems of the late 60s and early 70s. I could be wrong about this. I feel like the problem of people trampling over other people just to get ahead, and the problems of prejudice and racism and sexism have been going on for a little longer than that. Way too long. I'm actually... It's interesting, the world that I'm growing up in. If I think about the past a little bit, I feel like the world's running into a lot of problems right now. Not to get into any of those specifics, but the one thing that I am grateful for is that I feel like humanity's made at least a little bit of progress in being accepting of itself. Humans are more accepting of other humans. That's a great start, humanity. Let's go. All right. The protagonist has heard the anguish from all the people fighting injustice and wants to do something about it, but he feels like his voice alone couldn't make a difference, and ironically, he vanishes into that crowd. He says, my eyes cannot see the sky. He has grown so pessimistic with the world that he can no longer appreciate the small beauties in the world that make life worth living. I kind of agree with that. Interesting that it has negative it has like 2 down votes or whatever and no up votes. Um, it could also mean that he doesn't see the future. He can't see a future for himself or for anybody else. Yeah, the super negative song with super happy lyrics. I like it when songs do that. There's been a few different songs that I've heard where it's super happy, almost music you can dance to, and then you look up the lyrics and it's like, holy cow, this is what this song was about. um, and then he's held his true feelings of the matters in for so long that he can no longer cope with his own emotions in a normal way and lives in his own personal hell because of it. Yeah, this song's wonderful. I love it. All right. Yeah, this video was, I was going to say pretty short, but it actually was longer than I thought it was. It felt shorter. We were having fun. Time flies when you're having fun. All right. Thank you for joining me. I will see you soon. Again, if you're new to the channel and like this type of stuff, consider subscribing. Yeah, that's about it. See you guys soon. Deathstroke 9 out. Stay tuned for more videos.